Good afternoon, sir and everyone. My name is Han. So today our group are going to present on our topic, Smart Agriculture Free-Ranging Livestock Tracking System. Now I'll proceed to the background. So what is precision livestock farming, or we call PLF? So PLF is a modern approach that uses electronic tools or sensors for efficient livestock management. And as you can see from this figure, first, all the sensors are being installed on the animals, and these sensors or device are able to capture those biological parameters and transfer them for further processing. And after analyzing and processing this data, they are able to provide information for the farmers. And lastly, these farmers, based on this result, they are able to take proper actions on the livestock and also on the farm facility. So that's all for my part. Now I'll pass to Junwei to talk more about on the problem statement. Thank you very much.
Morning everyone, my name is Chen Junwei. Today I'll be presenting you the problem statement of our project. There are three problem statements for this topic. The first one will be the ranchers will face challenge in managing free-ranging livestock. Then the second one will be the customer lack of trust because the absence of the info of those products. The third one will be unable to visualize status for the better management of the livestock. That's all for me. I'll pass to the next member. Thank you.
Now I'm going to introduce the objective and our proposed solution. As the background info and the problem statement introduced by my friend, our objectives are managing and monitoring the ranging livestock in farm. Besides, we want to handle and analyze the data. Eventually, it could facilitate the decision making by farmer and also increase the productivity of the farm. Our proposed solution is an integrated system that creates a full IoT ecosystem for livestock management. As my friend has explained earlier, the various data collected will be processed by the service here, and we could able to store and nominate record and send the email to inform the farmer and process the data to predict the results. And eventually, the outcome will be shown using the service here.
Now I'm going to explain the architecture diagram of our system. Firstly, sensors attached to livestock continuously collect data such as their body temperature, heart rate, longitude, latitude, and etc. and then publish them to the AWS IoT core. Then from here, our data stream can be split into two parts, which are the abnormal data detection flow and also the main flow, which is the remaining part here. Now we look at the first flow. An IoT rule check incoming message for anomalies, also known as the unhealthy livestock record. If an anomaly is detected, IoT rule will route them to the DynamoDB for persistent storing and also route them to Amazon SNS to notify relevant stakeholders by sending the email. Now let's discuss the main flow. Concurrently, another IoT rule forwards all incoming messages regardless of normal or abnormal records from the AWS IoT core to the AWS Lambda. Inside AWS Lambda, there's a function we created that helps to convert incoming JSON formatted data to the CSV files. Once converted, these CSV files are stored inside the Amazon S3 bucket to serve two purposes. They act as a data source for Amazon SageMaker Canvas, where we perform advanced analytics and model training to predict the future change of livestock. Additionally, they also fit into the Amazon QuickSight for virtualization and reporting purpose, so that the stakeholder can view the dashboard to monitor livestock via the QuickSight.
Good afternoon, sir. So now I'm going to demo how can we send the data to the IoT core and also store it in the S3. First, we need to create a thing under IoT core. Now, as you can see, I've created a thing named sensor1. And in order to verify whether the data is successfully sent to the IoT core, I'll be using the MQTT test client. And under this client, I have subscribed to a topic named IoT/WJW/data. This is where I will be sending the data to. Now let's move to open our Microsoft Visual Studio and run the code to start to send the data. Now as you can see, the data is successfully sent. And now let's check it at the MQTT test client. Now let's scroll down and see, as you can see, the data is successfully sent to the to the IoT core. Now for storing in S3, I'll be using the message routing. I'll create a rules name to S3. So what this rule does, basically it will store whatever data received in the IoT core under the S3 bucket. Now let's check it at the S3 bucket to see whether the data is successfully stored. Now under this S3 bucket, we'll be viewing the free ranging animal bucket. And under this JSON folder. Now let's click refresh. Now as you can see, the data that I've just sent a minute ago is successfully stored under the S3 bucket. So that's all for my part. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Chen Junwei. Today I'll be presenting my demo, which is about the SNS topic. It has several parts, first of all, including topic, the subscription, IoT rule. Let's go to the page. Now this is the topic that I've used. And then this is the subscription that I use. For the IoT core, I've set rules as below to get the data. Now I will try to run the code. Once the message is published, you can see the subscription as below. It has received the message from the demulator device. That's all for me. Thank you.
Now I'll be showing how to convert the JSON file stored in the S3 to CSV. So under this AWS Lambda service, I've created a function named JSON to CSV testing. So basically what this function do, it will convert the JSON file stored in the S3 to CSV format. After creating this function, I'll need to attach it to the bucket. So under this bucket, I will need to click on the property here and scroll down to the event notification. So under this event notification, as you can see, I've attached a JSON to CSV event. So whenever the S3 receives the JSON file, it will trigger the Lambda function and convert the particular S3 the particular JSON file into the CSV format. Now let's check it at the bucket to see whether the JSON file is successfully converted into the CSV format. Click on the bucket here. Now let's go back to the go back to the free ranging animal bucket, and I'll be storing under this CSV folder. Now as you can see, the JSON file that I've sent earlier has been converted into the CSV format. So that's all for the Lambda function. Thank you very much.
Now I'm going to show you the configuration of Amazon Mako. And here's the console page. And we click the setup for single user is quick setup. And after that, we click the Canva here. The default domain will be created, and here's the domain created. And we open the canvas. The process takes few minutes, you have to wait for it. And here's the home page of Canva. After that, we choose the build a custom model, specify the name and the type that we want to predict. And after that, we click create. Because the create process is quite tedious, I'll just show you the menu on how to do it. So that are things that we mentioned just now, and we create the data. Here's to import the data. We select the source from Amazon S3, which the data collected in sensor and stored in S3. And after that, we train the model and select the things that we want to predict, the column. And after that, we select the quick build after some processing. And now I can show you this page. Go to the existing model we created and click on it. You can see the analysis result and the predict scoring and metrics and all these things. The predict. So here's the thing that is important, the predict result. We want to send to the Amazon quick site. Before that, we will create the IM row in order to perform this. So the rows here, not creating row, creating the policy. So we add create inline policy. And JSON, and we paste the resource that we want to use. After that, review and create next. And the name is needed. Click and you can see the service here, what you have allowed. And we can, after that, we can create policy. And the policy will be shown here. After that, we have created successfully, as you can see here. So with this, we can proceed to our operation here. We select the job that we want to predict. We have predicted and send it to Amazon quick site. And we type in the name of the user and send it. It will show in the quick site there.
Now I'm going to do the demonstration for the quick site part. And there are 6 subtopics for it, but I will start from the 6.2, which is create dataset and analysis. First, we go to the database console page and search for the keyword quick site to navigate to the quick site page. Once is complete, then we create the analyze, create new analysis, add a new dataset. Let's say I want to select the S3 as my data source. And here we need to upload a manifest file, which specifies how the quick site find the data source. Let's say the file is in my computer, and then I already give it a name for testing, then click the connect. Once it's successful, it will pop up this dialog box, and here we can create the edit or preview data to make sure the data is no problem. Then we can create a publish and visualize to do our visualization. So now we can select the graph that we want to present this data field. For example, here I select the vertical bar chart, and I want to see is that in Malaysia contains how many livestock. I can put the stat in the x-axis and animal ID in the y-axis. So it will show is that has how many livestock. Then I want to introduce the filter function for the quick site. We can add the filter that we want to filter to see the specific data. For example, here I choose the stat, and I only want to see the Johor livestock. Then I just select the Johor. Then it will only show the Johor stat for the livestock. So next one is create a calculator field. Instead of just display the field from the original dataset, we can also create our custom calculator field. For example, I want to create a field called average body temperature, and then I type my function code here, then click the save. So now I get average body temperature calculator field, and if I want to visualize it, also the same vertical bar chart, I want to see each livestock their average body temperature. So I can put it here, and this as a y-axis, and here it will show the result here. So if everything is done, then we can click the publish button to publish our dashboard and share it to other person. So testing dashboard. Publish dashboard. And then we can either share it or export it as the PDF file.